The big question with all these horses. Let's have a look at the first leg of the quaddie and see how this decent group race over 1,200 metres shapes up without Zeusane obviously now.
Yes.
Group 2, 1,200 metres, fair tempo if you're going forward. Soft 6 to heavy 10. We know that's a big range, but we don't know on Thursday night what the track's going to be. It could even be a soft 5, who knows. And fair to off rails, the bias shouldn't matter too much. Your jockey just needs to get the horse through the mud.
So much to look at on the weather front. Let's have a look at the market now for the first leg of the quaddie. And Sandbar is at the top of the markets, $4.40, running well this time in, as I said. Jonker as well, pretty much done not too much wrong here, $4.80. Performer, the interesting horse of mine, $6.50. Almerton coming up from Melbourne here, $8.50. And Caesar, after that Brisbane Winter Carnival, $15 into 10. So some good money there today. But Mike, $4.40 the field here. I'm looking forward to this race.
Yeah, it's going to be a great race, and the two favourites took each other on recently on a wet track, so we've got to have a look at that run to the Rose before the Golden Rose. Obviously, Jonker was scratched in that Group 1. Sandbar went on to come fourth, like we talked about before. Look, Jonker on pace, blinkers on, wet track, runs really well. Sandbar probably had his chance and just couldn't get in this day, Stu.
No, he couldn't. And there's a couple of little runs here. We've got Legend of Condor a little bit blocked, and Performer, Mike. I'm just really interested to see what you think of this run.
Yeah, Hugh Bowman's not doing much at all. Obviously, he might not be enjoying the track, but geez, it's hard to catch Performer, isn't it? And Bowman's just giving him a nice, easy time. The Legend of Condor was held up at a critical point, but looking on pace, it's all about Jonker, all about him on a wet track against two very good horses there. And he wasn't far away, was he, Stu?
No, and that is a wet track, all importantly, Mike. Let's jump now. We're talking of Slipper here with Almerton. This is right back in the year. Let's have a look here because we saw how good he was this day. Obviously, Performer lost the rider. But look, this was the Todman, Mike, and after this, they were all talking about Almerton for the Slipper, so it's got to be a chance, you'd think.
Yeah, he went on to the Slipper, and obviously there was a bit of a wet track, and he didn't do too well. Let's have a look at this run and see how he goes. Comes to the inside, a big, strong, powerful type. You tend to worry about those types coming to a wet round big track. F-Troop on pace. He was bad first up in Melbourne, but he was lame. You can forgive him. And there goes the jockey there.
Yeah.
Performer not winning again for different reasons this time.
Never like seeing that on the track. There's a look at a couple of replays for the Roman Consul. Let's have a look at all the form and key factors, Mike, as we really get stuck into all the analysis here for the first of the quaddie.
Yeah, decent quality 3-year-olds, but not a lot between them. On form, though, Sandbar and Jonker, you've got to say, based on group form recently, and Caesar, the Group 1 form, they're the best on form.
Okay, so light up Sandbar there, Mike. Let's get into key factors now, progression.
Yeah, 3-year-olds on the rise. We're not quite sure how they're going to improve, but Performer and Almerton have obviously got a lot more up their sleeve based on their last start. And F-Troop as well, he was lame. They can all make big improvement into this start.
Okay, so plenty of gold there, but it's still Sandbar just out in front. Distance a stage of preparation.
Not a lot of difference for the form. We can move on pretty quickly.
All right, now track conditions, Mike, it's obviously going to be the key factor this week.
Yeah, some big kickers in this show tonight for wet tracks. Got a couple of lengths, maybe 2 or 3. Sandbar doesn't move, he doesn't like it. Jonker loves it. Caesar, a huge run last start in the Group 1 over 1,600 metres. And Legend of Condor and Spin, they went really well on a sticky round week track the week before the replay we just looked at.
Okay, so we've got Jonker here and Caesar right there on top, Mike. Positioning run, does this help us just sort out one of these to the front?
No, it's pretty much the same as well. 2 of those factors didn't make any difference at all.
All right, so they made their move mid-race there, Caesar and Jonker. Mike, Sandbar just a little bit left behind. So look, time for a bet in the first leg of the quad here. Obviously, all the rain coming down. Let's bring the market back up to see where we're going. But I can see, Mike, that Jonker we had just out in front, so $4.80, but hang on. $10 equal top rater. That's the way we're going to play this one, yeah?
Yeah, 4 pretty good raters there, aren't they? One's $4.80, one's $4.40. The other 2 are at big odds. And there's a couple on the edge of the market we're worried about. Legend of Condor and Performer, but we're looking at those top raters. We're looking at Caesar coming down from Brisbane. He was fantastic in the Group 1 last preparation. We think he's the one to beat. And Spin, that sticky round week run up the inside was really good as well. He's the other bet for us.
Okay, so it's Caesar for the best bet there.